What's going on, guys? Welcome back to BlackTideTV. Today we'll be taking a trip through time discussing the most recent patches for Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, as I've yet to cover them. So the first being update version 1.1. This came out February 28th. It's pretty old and most of you guys should be up to speed, so I'll go through it very quickly. And then we'll be on to the in-game update that occurred on the 9th of March, which was just the other day, where they changed up a whole bunch of weapons. They nerfed the KBAR and the NV4, and I'll be going over if you should be worried about those weapons or not. I have had a chance to use all the weapons in game since, and I can give you an accurate representation of what those weapons are like. Now, first off, I'd like to address why I'm so far behind on these updates, why I haven't really been posting too many update videos for Infinite Warfare, why I've skipped a few updates, and why I'm not really focused too much on Infinite Warfare for the time being. So first off, what you need to understand is that this is a personality channel. This is a YouTube personality. This is not a news channel. This isn't Charlie Intel. Like, you don't need to come to me for all of your Call of Duty news. It's really only if I find something interesting in the patch notes that I have an opinion on, or I can teach you guys something about, something that isn't super apparent, I will make a video on it. I won't make a video just to address the patch notes every time there are patch notes in the game. So with this first update, the February 28th update 1.1, I never got to cover this because they posted the patch notes to the wrong spot. All year long, Infinity Ward has been posting their patch notes to the Infinite Warfare Reddit, and for the first time all year, they posted their patch notes to the Activision website instead of the Infinite Warfare Reddit, and it was weeks before the Infinite Warfare Reddit got updated with these patch notes, so I never got a chance to cover update 1.1. As for the most recent in-game update on March 9th, everybody and their brother has been making a video on this for about a week now. We got our patch notes a week in advance. They originally brought out the patch, but then they had to revoke it to do some last-minute tinkering, and they left the patch notes live for a week. So everybody's making a video on it. People that don't even regularly make patch notes videos are making patch notes and update videos, freaking out and just posting NV4 Nerf in their video title. It's all just a big money grab because people are going to start clicking on that and giving them ad revenue and stuff. And it just takes the fun out of making an update video, because I like making an update video and breaking the news and talking about these weapons, testing them in game and being like, oh my god, this weapon's so good now, or oh, they ruined this. Like, it's fun to do that and discuss these weapons with you guys in the comment section. And when it's all just a big money grab, it takes the fun out of it. And it's like, well, if everybody already knows what's going to happen with these weapons, then what's the point? But I've decided that it's been a while and I should probably make an update video just to keep you guys all caught up on what's been going on with Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. So here we are. So we're going to start off with the first update, update 1.1, which came out on the 28th of February. Considering it was a large-scale update, there wasn't a whole lot that changed with this update. They probably embedded a whole bunch of files. Can't wait to see what the data miners dig up. But as for the things that we got immediate access to, we've got a couple winner circle updates. So first off, you can see the last weapon that you were using in game in the winner circle. There's also a option of using 4 taunts. If you actually had your rig customization, you can pick 4 different taunts, just like in Black Ops 3 where you could pick one of 3. You can pick which one you want to show off in the winner circle. And the most recent in-game update actually made it so you can do consecutive show off moves or whatever in the winner circle. So you can do the disco and then you can do the whip and nay or something like you can do one and then the other. You don't have to just do one. So who gives a shit? It's just the winner circle, really. The other thing that really nobody could give a shit about is the 360-degree rig rotation in menus. So you now can spin your guy around and check out that ass in the menus. Really not super important. The only items of import that came with version 1.1 were the 3 new weapons added to the game. So the UDM, pistol, the RVN assault rifle, and the axe melee weapon. The RVN and UDM can be unlocked with challenges. The axe and all of its variants must be unlocked through supply drops. Now, they all have variants that you can find in supply drops, and they've actually taken up the spots of the supply drop exclusive weapons in the Quartermaster collection, and a lot of those weapons have moved to the prototype lab, where you can now purchase them with salvage. So you can purchase the Volt Corruption, you can purchase the Reaver Machete, and a bunch of other weapons, so that's kind of cool. Moving on to the in-game update of March 9th at this point, this is where shit gets kind of crazy. Generally, Call of Duty developers don't like to update the weapons that are popular with their audience until the end of the game, especially if those weapons are popular with the pro scene. For whatever reason, Call of Duty developers have always catered to the pro scene, even though the pro scene makes up such a tiny element of the Call of Duty audience. If the pros like a weapon, the developers will do their damnedest to not have to nerf that weapon. And of course, the 2 favorite weapons of the pros this year, and of really anybody this year, the NV4 and the KBAR-32, have seen nerfs in this most recent update, which has come as a shock. It was a crazy thing that these two weapons would get nerfed so early in the year, but it isn't what you think. These two weapons were nerfed for sure, but they didn't get as slammed as everyone is making it out to be. These weapons barely got a nerf at all. Like, they might be the tiniest, slimmest, most microscopic, little bit harder to use, but these two weapons are still the best two weapons in the entire game, hands down. You don't have to worry about these two weapons whatsoever. The NV4 got a slight increase to ADS recoil. You can barely even notice it. It's still probably the most accurate assault rifle in the entire game. No need to worry there. The KBAR got a slightly decreased 4-shot kill range, meaning that you'll drop off to 5 shots to kill sooner. It isn't a game changer, but if you find yourself still struggling, you can put on a rifle barrel and it will overextend that 4-shot kill range. So it'll fix it and it will add extra range to that 4-shot kill area. So not a big deal with these two weapons. Everyone's slamming that on their title. NV4 nerf, KBAR nerf, this game is ruined now. They barely got touched, like at all. Like, you can't notice a difference if you never use these weapons too much before. You will not notice a difference. Only the most hardcore players that have been using these weapons every single day since the game came out might notice the slimmest of difference between these two weapons and their most recent updates. So yeah, in other news, the UDM Stalker, the Epic UDM, has been nerfed in Tactical Team Deathmatch to match other sniper rifles. The Type 2 is at a slight increase to fire rate and decreased ADS recoil. It's really not too much more accurate, as that increased fire rate reduces the accuracy again. The increased fire rate isn't too big of a deal. It doesn't make too much of a difference, and in the grand scheme of things, comparatively with other weapons in the game, in my opinion, the Type 2 is still the worst assault rifle. The Volk and RVN assault rifles have each had an increase to their 3-shot kill range, making them both much more viable at the end of the day. The Titan LMG has seen the most change with this update, increasing the fire rate and the 4-bullet hit kill range. You're going to have a much more enjoyable time using the Titan LMG at this point. The Widowmaker has a reduced delay between the two bullets, which doesn't really make too much of a difference. The DMR has a slight decrease to the ADS time, which is fine. And the EBR-800 assault rifle mode has an increased 5-bullet hit kill range, so the assault rifle is much more competitive. Those are all of the changes worth a mention to Call of Duty Infinite Warfare from Update 1.1 on February 28th and the in-game update on March 9th. Did I miss anything that you think is really important? Let me know in the comment section down below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll catch you guys on a later video.